Hello students. So in previous class we have finished the 11th lesson. So in that we have finished up to the topic of the administrative of the empire. So almost it is finished, but there is remaining one topic. So we will discuss it now. So we have discussed about the administration of the empire. So how the kings used to administrate water and how they used to manage all the committees and sabhas, assemblies. We have discussed. So there are types of lands are there. What is that we will see now. So in the Cholas inscriptions they have mentioned very several categories of land, different categories of land. So what are that? First of all, the first land name is the Vellan Vagai. This is the land of the non-Brahmin properties. Who are the people living in the village? The non-Brahmins. It is belonged to them. Next is the Brahmadeya. So it is the land. It is gifted to the Brahmins. So next is the Shala Bhoga. It is a land for the maintenance of a school and Devadhana, Tirunamma, Tukkani. This is the land gifted to the temples. Coming to last land, Pallich Andam. It is the land donated to the Jaina institution. So these are the four types of categories of lands. Inscriptions and text. So, who could be a member of Sabha? First of all, who are eligible to the member of Sabha? The Uttarameru inscription will lay down. So, all those who will wish to become the members of the Sabha, they should be the owners of land. From which land revenue is collected? So, who are the people who are the members of the Sabha who are there? They are only the owners of the land. Which land? The land revenue, which is the land which is collected from the land revenue, that members are the owners of the land. Second is they should have their own homes. So who are eligible? What we are discussing here, who are eligible for the member of the Sabha here? So they should have their own homes and they should have the age between what? They should have the age between the 35 and 70 years of age, and they should have the knowledge of the Vedas must, and they should be well versed in administrative matters and be honesty. So the person should be, there should be honesty with honesty, and they should manage all the administrative matters also. If anyone has been a member of any committee in the last 2 years, if it means if they have any experience, then he cannot become a member of another committee. So anyone who has not submitted his accounts and including details of his relatives, they can't perform in the elections here. So do you think any woman can participate in these elections, in this assembly? In your view, or the lottery is useful for choosing members for committees. So while inscriptions tell us about the kings and powerful men, here is an expert from the Periyapuram, a 12th century Tamil work. He will informs us about the lives of the ordinary men and women. So what is the question here? Can the women can participate in the elections, in the assemblies? So the person from the Periyapuram in the 12th century of the Tamil work, he informing about how the lives of the people at the ordinary people of the men and the women. So on the outskirts of Adanur, there was a small hamlet of Pulayas. They studied with small huts, their houses, and they inhabited by the laborers, and they always busy engaged in the manual occupations. So in the thresholds of the huts covered with stripes of leather, little chickens moved about into the groups, and dark children who wear bracelets of black iron were prancing about carrying little puppies. So in the shade of the the Arjuna trees, a female laborer put her baby to sleep on the sheet of leather. There were mango trees from whose branches drums were hanging. So, if we see in the previous early years, how it will be. See, the women's will be there, the people will be there, so their small hut homes will be there with our covering with the leather and completely. So they have the children's are dark, their children are very dark, who will wear the bracelets of the black iron, with the iron made up of iron bracelets they will wear. And by catching the small puppies, the black people, they will go, and their mothers who are there, what they will do, they will shade of the in downside of the trees, the arjuna trees, or the female, what they will do, if any small babies are there, they'll female will put baby to sleep on the sheet of the leather in the downside of the trees, like mango trees, and the branches of the drums were hanging to the tree. And also the trees like under the coconut palms in little hollows on the ground, and tiny headed female dogs, they will lay down while whelping. So the red crested cocks crowed before dog calling the day's work. So under the here coming to the under the shade of the kanji tree, they will spread the voice of the wavy head, like Pulaya. The woman is singing as they were husking the paddy. So when they are after making sleep her baby in downside of the tree, what they will do besides in the agriculture, they will do the work there. So what they will do, the lady who is there, the spread the shade of the kanji tree, the spread of the voice will wavy, and the Pulaya woman who is there, she will singing the songs in the when she was doing the work, when she was husking the paddy. So in by these your 11th chapter has been finished. So now we are going to start the another chapter, your 17th chapter, the implementation of laws in the district. So what is the chapter name? The implementation of laws in the district. So if we see in the earlier chapters, we have read about the laws, and the laws are made up of how the welfare and development programs are there, and how are they implemented first of all, and do you think the people will elect those who implement the laws, and do you think once the laws were made people implement themselves? So in this chapter we are going to read about how these things are done. It means who will implement this all the laws and rules and regulations of the government. So all this we are discussing about in the chapter. First of all, we will see some of the activities which are done by the government. What is that? The building dams and canals, and second is supplying electricity to the houses, and third is running the ration shops, and fourth is running trains, fifth is the printing the currency notes which we'll use in our daily life, and sixth is the collecting the taxes from the people in the form of home tax and water tax. All the taxes comes under this. And next is preventing the child labor and child sexual abuse and educating all the childrens. And next is defining the borders of the country. Who will defining the borders of the country? The army. And next is identifying those below the poverty line people, and implementing some of the schemes for their development, for their benefit. And at last 10th one is preventing people from stealing from others people houses. So that these 10 activities, who will do this all these activities, who will implement these activities? The government will implement all these activities. These all comes under the government activities. So we have seen in some chapters, in the last chapters, that there are different departments of the government are there, which will manage, which will carry out the different activities. Like before, what we have discussed, all the 10 activities, so they will manage the various kinds of activities. So these departments are under the control of whom? Under the control of ministers. But they have a large number of officials who carry out the orders of the government. So how these activities will run? First of all, these departments completely control under the whom? Completely control under the ministers. But they have what they have a large number of officials, people who will give the orders, who will follow the orders of the government. Some of these officials are posted in the state capital like Hyderabad, from where they plan the implementation in all the parts of the state. So some of the officials, it is nothing but ministers or whoever it may be. Some of these official peoples, the government have given job post in the state like what, Hyderabad. In that Hyderabad, from where they will plan all the implementation activities. They'll implement what are the government schemes or activities they have to implement in all the parts of the state. They'll decide it. At the same time, the entire state is divided into a large number of districts, and most of the departments have their own offices for the implementation of the government laws and plans. So, the entire completely the one state, it is divided into number of districts. So, if we see the different departments, most of the departments have what, their personal offices. If we see in states, in every state, if you see, there have a different offices of every department for the implementation of government laws. So whatever the government will give the laws, it will provide, it will implement the laws and plans here. So there are how many, 31 districts in our Telangana. So how the process will run on, each district has a district collector and the magistrate. These two people will manage all the activities in the each district, who coordinates the work of all the departments of the district. Who For each district they have one district collector and magistrate. They will only manage all the departments in the district. So let us learn about their more work. So what is the work of the district collector and magistrate, what they will do, what is the regular process. Now we are going to discuss about the district collector and magistrate of Nallavaram. Here is an imaginary district of Nallavaram. So here we have here we have a image, you can see here. So in the diagram we can see, so it is an imaginary district. Just imagine it is a district. What is the district name here? The Nallavaram. So the district has the following mandals. What are that mandals? First is Garipalli, and next is Mallepalli, and next is Narsapet and Gurtur. So these are the four mandals in the district of Nallavaram. The office of the district magistrate of the Nallavaram is in where? It is in the Nallavaram town. The district magistrate, what is the name? The Manisha Nagle. So what is the magistrate name? The Manisha. She reaches her office at 10:30 every morning. So now we are discussing about the process. What is the process? What is the daily routine life? What is the duty job of the magistrate? So the district magistrate, her name is Manisha. Early morning by 10:30 every morning, she will reach us to her office. At 11:30 today, so on that day 10:30 she will come to office, no? So 11:30 there is a meeting of the officers of all the departments in the office. So by 11:30 there is a meeting in their office for all the departments in the office, and the head of all the departments have come for the meeting. So whoever all the head will be, for each department there will be a head. So all the heads they have come to the meeting, and the collector asked the head of each department about the progress of the work during the previous month. So whoever the district collector will there under the district collector will also be present in the meeting. So the collector will ask to the each head of the department what they will ask. He will ask how the work is going on, how the progress of the work is there in the previous month, he will ask. So she also asked them about the problems they face in the work. She will ask. She will also ask what she will ask. She will ask. So the head of the each department, they will implement some program. They will do some works. She will ask that, are you facing any problems in the work? So like this they are discussing about all the problems, and they have a very huge large discussion about the all the problems, and each department of head they are discussing with them. So the meeting like this, the meeting have continued up to where up till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So from 11:30 to 2 o'clock the meeting has continued like this. After the meeting, the Manisha she have goes through the file. So after finishing completely meeting, she will ask to the attender or anyone to bring all the files. So she will go through the files, she will check all the files, is there any mistakes, or so she will go with that process. So there is a stack of files. It means there is a bundle of file, there is a stack of files there. Each file deals with the activities of different departments. So in that, the each file what it is, so one file is related to one activity, and like this different departments of each file it is there. So she reads them and she will writes her comments or orders on them. What she will do, she will check one by one file. For example, one first file is related to the revenue department, so she will check all the files. If she want to keep any comment there, she will keep, or if they want to say any orders to them, so she will write on that file. So like this, from 2 o'clock to about 3 o'clock 3 p.m she will check all the files. So she will finish all the files, she will check it, and she will write all the give all the orders. So from 3 o'clock to 4:30 p.m every day she meets the people of the district. So after 3 o'clock what she will do, from 3 o'clock to 4:30 she will go to the district people. Near the district people she will meet all the people in the district. People from all the villages come to meet her with their problems. So at this period of time from 3 to 4:30, if the peoples who are there the nearby villages, so if they have any problems, what they will do, they will come to the near at this time to the magistrate to near Manisha, and they will say all the problems to her. Some farmers of Mallepalli Mandal. So, what is that mandal? The Mallepalli Mandal. So, some farmers are there. They have came to her to discuss the problem of irrigation in their village. So, what is the problem they are facing here? They are facing with the problem. What is that problem? The irrigation. The irrigation facilities are not good in their village to cultivate the land. So, they came to her and they are saying about their problem. So, their tanks were dry for 2 years. So how many, for 2 years their tanks were dry and they doesn't have any water facilities properly. So the whatever the crops they are cultivating, they are failed this year. So they wanted to know if their loans could be waived and if they could get some repair work on tank bund. In the neighboring villages tank bunds were repaired, so they wanted such work to be done in their villages as well. So what they are saying that, so because of the tanks were dry before 2 years, that's why they doesn't have the proper well facilities of irrigation. So that's why they are asking to her, to the Manisha, to the magistrate, what they are asking, they wanted to know that they will get some loans, they want to get some loans. And also in the Mallepalli neighboring villages are there, no, to that villages the repair work has done to the irrigation facilities. So they are asking that the same work it has to be done to in that their village also. The Manisha answered to them that since their village was not in the state list of drought affected areas, they could not get any loan waiver. So what she is answering, this village, the Mallepalli village, it is not in the list of the drought affected area. So if it in list, then only you will get the loan. So that's why your village is not in the list, that's why you could not get any loan here. And the collector suggested that they approach the MLA and present their problem. So what she have suggested, she have suggested to go to the near their MLA and say your problems, present your problems in front of him. So, and also she promised to instruct the concerned department to attend to the tank bund of the village. And also what she said, she have said to the people, she have what she have instructed the department, it means irrigation department. The problem is about irrigation, right? So she have instructed to the irrigation department to go to their village and check the tanks, what is the problem. So to attend there at that village and tank bund of the village, she have instructed to the